Yo, yo, yo. It's D.Arthur in the building. I'm talking to you guys today about why she'll notice that you are looking better when you're on semen retention. What she'll start noticing about you, and what you'll start noticing about yourself when you're on semen retention, is that you've basically become who you really want to become. And this is very, let's say, attractive to women. You're becoming your true and core essence. Like I said this many times. If there was ever anything that you doubted about yourself, if there's ever anything that you said that you wanted to do and you didn't do it, or you wanted to become and you didn't do it, or you really wanted, you were intrigued about, but you never went after it because maybe you were scared or other people were told you not to do it or something like that. If you go on retention, all of that gets thrown out the window. It really does. It really gets thrown out the window. And you really just have to retain consistently to kind of realize what I'm talking about. Because if you relapse, think about the synopsis of when you relapse, especially when it comes to like masturbation. When you relapse, okay, if your semen, if quote unquote your seminal fluid is basically makes you a man and makes you more ambitious and makes you more attractive to women so you can procreate, if you relapse, you're basically saying that you don't really want that for your life. You don't really want that for your life, and you're basically saying that you're happy where you are. And the funny thing is, a lot of people may be happy where they are. A lot of people may be happy where they are, and that's fine. But the people who are a little bit more ambitious, the people who want a little bit more things from life, they're going to retain, and they're going to have a little bit more oomph and zest and energy about them. And this is going to make them 100% more attractive to any person and anybody. The people who like to hide in the shadows, who like to sit on the sidelines, who like to admit other people's faults and how it's not getting there, are usually the ones who are really just pretty lazy. Like they have this thing, they have all these blocks up in their mind of why it can't really work, of why it can't truly become what it is, because they're just too afraid to take the chance. They just give themselves too many excuses on why they can't do certain things. Maybe it's the gym. Maybe it's meeting a woman. Maybe it's starting a business or something like that. They want to be a slave to the 9-to-5. They want to live comfortable lives. They just want to be who they are now. 10 years from now, they still want to be in the same place. This is what you tell yourself when you relapse. The brain likes evidence of who you're becoming. The brain likes evidence of who you're becoming. So if you decide to hit the gym instead of, let's say, not go to the gym when you know you're supposed to, the brain is going to you're basically going to impress your subconscious mind. And if you do this on a consistent basis over a period of time, you're going to slowly kind of morph. You're slowly going to kind of morph into who you're becoming. Slowly kind of morph into the person you really want to be. But the person likes to give excuses. And really, you shouldn't have any sympathy for the people who are going to be in the same place, let's say a month, 2 months, 3 months from now, because they have a decision. We were granted this thing called free will. We were granted free will. So we have the ability to really shape our realities into how we really want them to be. But the people who like comfort and convenience and don't like to stretch themselves and are just happy where they are, they're really just going to miss out on life's on the best things in life because they're just too scared to go for it. There's too many blockers in their head. There's too many reasons why they can't. They let their fear-based consciousness dictate their reality. And like I said, it's fine if that's what people want to do. But if you're on semen retention and you made the conscious decision to, like, let's say, improve your life and become who you really want to be, then all of those excuses, they get thrown out the window. And you start working. And you start getting results. And people start noticing. And then you still keep getting results. And then more people start noticing. And you still keep getting results. And you keep steadily working for your goal. A lot of people don't have goals, so that's why they just kind of have a loophole in their life. Now, when you're on retention and you decide to, let's say, maximize your life and make it the best it can be, there's going to be, the Most High is going to take note of your newfound improvements, and he's going to bless you with things that may make you more happier. Let's say like a woman, or materialistic things, or an insight on something that you were wondering about. This usually goes hand in hand when you try to have a higher value type of life. When you start having a higher value type of life and you have more standards, higher standards of what you want from life, there's going to be something in the middle that meets you where you are, that meets you where you want to be. So make sure you're retaining. Also, if there's ever been a time where you think that she's gone cold on you, or she just doesn't seem as interested as she could be, it's pretty much because you're just not intriguing enough. You just haven't put enough work in yourself to really be attractive enough for her. And this goes to show that's why the dating game is kind of rigged. Women really don't, in society, women really can get by off their looks, and men have to offer some sort of value to be treated accordingly on how they want it to be. Now, like, we know this is the truth, but no one complains about it. We just know this is it. So the reason when you're on retention, she's just gonna notice a little bit more zest, a little bit more oomph, a little bit more high energy, and just a little bit more of a realization that this man is different from the rest, and he doesn't seem like he's what we know. He's what we like to call, he's not a drifter. If you've read the book Outwitting the Devil, there's this thing between a drifter and a non-drifter. And a drifter is somebody who doesn't think for himself, who lets outside circumstances dictate how he acts. He lets people control his actions, and he doesn't have any, let's say, clear and definite plan. He's always just drifting. He's always just like wondering. He's never thinking for himself. He's letting other people manipulate his decision making, and he really isn't where he really could be. Now, the non-drifter seems like he walks with a little bit. He walks a little bit faster than other people. He walks with, let's say, purpose. He walks with ambition, and he actually has an idea of what he really wants to do from life, and he doesn't take no for an answer. He doesn't submit to life. He lets life submit to him. He's a conqueror. He conquers himself. He gets what he wants. He's charismatic. You probably see a non-drifter with the best things in life, because he doesn't let his sexual urges, and he doesn't let other people dictate his decision making. He makes the decisions for himself. And it's up to you, your life. The funny thing is, there's two types of people, the drifter and the non-drifter, and we have the power to create our own zest and our own, let's say, reality. So it's up to you. If you want to be the drifter, you can be the drifter, and you can let other people penetrate you instead of you penetrating them, instead of you penetrating life. Or you can be the non-drifter, and you can actually have a clear and definite goal, and then a clear and definite purpose, and a clear and definite plan on how to really achieve what you said you really wanted to do. And quote unquote, and FYI, women are a lot more attracted to the non-drifter than the drifter. Because if you can't lead your own life, if you can't lead yourself, then how are you supposed to, let's say, lead a woman or lead anybody, really? The thing is, 20% of guys get, let's say, 80% of women, and the rest, they're scrambling for the second. So the best thing is to just become the top person that you can be, and you will get choosing signals, you will get a woman attraction, you will get really what you want from life and from women, if that's what you want. But the thing is, retain and make sure you're being a non-drifter instead of a drifter. Like, comment, and subscribe below. We'll see you in the next one.